The following is a Broncos Broadcast Network production.
Welcome back, Broncos. It is Eric Diodalo here, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to the home opener of the Davenport Broncos football season. Now, this is the second game of the season as they return the ball about to touchback range, but this is the second game of the season. Their previous week was an away game in the Kickoff Classic, and they defeated Lake Gibson 26-13. They walk into this game with a couple of question marks. Of course, they have a new quarterback in Josh Middleton, and this is the first time they go against Spoto, so a few question marks on the opposite team as well. They don't really know what they're gonna get themselves into, but they'll stick with their traditional schemes here. First and 10. I am very excited for this season to start, and we'll see what they do. They go for the passing play. Oh, and they throw it deep. First play, he's wide open. He might boost him, and he gets tackled right before the end zone. Beautiful. It does not start any better than that, does it? That was Carl Jean Bart starting right where he left off from last season. You can already tell he is the premier player on our offense. And that is exactly what you want to see to start our season off. Start completely with the momentum and catch Spoto off guard. Now it's first and goal here. You wonder if they go back to the throwing game since the first throw was so successful, but they have a running back in the backfield. It is going to be a running play. He bounces out to the left. He gets tackled. It might be a fumble, but it gets recovered. Got tackled at the ankle. He gets up, and everything is okay. It is second down and goal now. Davenport is starting off hot here. They do put two wide receivers out. You would expect that it's a running play here. But they do settle on the early timeout. A little interesting choice. So as this first quarter gets started, that is a timeout by Davenport. You do love what you see. Maybe Spoto does not have that effective of a defense here, or at least a passing defense, but we have only seen one passing play. But it's very promising. Both teams make it back out to the field. They're at the 8-yard line now, second and goal. They do run it again. He gets tackled just short. All three runs so far have been effective, but for a short gain. So it's third and goal now. You wonder if they go back to that game plan. They have been getting yards every time they ran the ball, and it is very short. They're about at the 4-yard line. Two backs in the backfield again. Third and goal. And it's another running play. He gets tackled but is pushed forward. It seems like he's going to be short. So it's going to be fourth. It's going to be fourth down here. You assume this close into the end zone, they're going to go for it. Davenport has never been a scared team as another timeout is called. This timeout makes a little bit more sense considering the circumstances. It's fourth down. You need to get the touchdown here. You wonder if they fake the run potentially and go back to their throwing game. So can Davenport punch it in here, or does Spoto close them out in the end zone? At the 3 yard line, they need 3 yards here. Fourth and goal. They go with an empty set, I believe. And they run it in. Does he get it? It was a run right down the middle. It doesn't seem like it. And it's going to be short. It's going to be short. Spoto gets the stop at the goal line just like what they needed. They seem like they're a good team in the red zone here. Oh, so they get the first down here, actually. It was just short of the goal line to be first and goal. So now it's first and goal. And they get a running play right here, and it seems like it's going to be a touchdown. And a touchdown it is. I apologize for the previous call. I did believe that it was first and goal. But now they get the touchdown here. Effective running plays. They chipped away to get the first down, and it was very effective. It is 6-0 Davenport. They score on the first drive of the game. And I believe that is exactly what they needed to get the momentum to start the game. Now, what I'm more excited to see here as the kick is made to go up 7-0, what I am excited to see here is the Davenport defense. Of course, it is very clear to see that the offense has improved. But Davenport has always been a team that's led by the defense, so it's very interesting to see what they pull out. It's also interesting to see Spoto's offense here. We'll see what type of game they play. Davenport very often goes against run heavy teams, but it's interesting to see what Spoto would do here. But that's granted, Davenport also does tend to force teams to become run heavy since the secondary always shows out. We'll wonder to see how this kickoff goes. It is a very windy and rainy day, clearly. The ball is kicked off. Kind of a short kickoff. He drops it. He touches it. Who picks the ball up? It is a rainy day. The ball slips out of their hands. It seems like Spoto does recover it here. But, of course, that is prone to happen. It is a very wet field right now considering the rain. So you might see a couple of fumbles here. You never know. A couple of drop passes. The center comes out with a towel. Very, very necessary here. As it's 1st and 10 at about the 35-yard line for Spoto. It's a run play first. He runs to the left, number 0. He gets some space. He does not fall down. That is Zori Cotton. Seems like he is very strong on his feet. Did not want to go down. Gets a few yards there, about 5 to 6 yards. So it'll be 2nd and medium here. Considering that it is rainy, of course, you do expect there to be much more running plays. You just cannot risk that opportunity of the ball slipping or any of that. It's going to be a motion to the right side for number 1. And Whistle. The play is whistled dead. It's gonna be a false start on the offense here, Spoto. So they go back 5 yards. So it's effectively 2nd and 10. 2nd and 8. It's getting very hard to see here for the spectators. It is raining up a storm right now. Another motion by Jesse Harden. And it's going to be a run play down the middle. He tries to get space and he breaks free. He breaks free, runs on the left side of the baseline, and it gets tackled. Thankfully gets tackled, but not before he makes an amazing run here. Takes advantage of the weather conditions right now, and he makes an amazing run. So it's going to be a huge gain. Of course, it's going to be 1st and 10. Okay, 1st and 10 here at about the 25 for Spoto. It's going to be another motion by number 1. They seem to do that a lot. It's going to be a run by the quarterback. It seems like he gets tackled short. He gets a decent run, but then runs straight into the defense. Number 5 is going to be Nathan Richardson. They have not thrown the ball yet. It seems like an incredibly run-heavy team, especially considering the fact that the quarterback can run as well. A lot of motions with Jesse Harden. They do love utilizing their backfield. It's going to be 2nd and medium here. All right, another motion. Motion this time by Christopher Harris. It's a run down the middle, and it gets stopped very quickly there. Amazing defensive closeout here by Davenport. It seems like they do run the ball a lot with Zori Cotton, number 0. He is a very effective runner, but it just got stopped short there. It's going to be 3rd and medium. Third and about 5 here for Spoto. Let's see what they do here. They run it with the quarterback. He gets some space, and he gets tackled right around the marker. We'll see what the referee calls. It was about a 7-yard run, and it's a 1st down here. They did the same thing that Davenport did. They get a lot of chunk plays with the running game. So it's going to be 1st and 10 at closer to the 15. And it's super hard to stop this offense considering that they have 3 running options on the field at all times. That's including the quarterback. Man in the backfield. Ball is snapped. Oh, they pitch it back to the quarterback, but Davenport sees that very clearly, very easily. Oh, but they do manage to gain some yards. Seems like it was a trick play there. It seems like they might have even tricked me. I was assuming that the ball was in the quarterback's hands. But it was a trick play there, and it did gain them 8 yards. Very effective run. Timeout here. 5:58 in the first quarter. Now Broncos are up 7-0. But Spoto is marching down the field here with their consecutive running plays. Spo do head back to the field. It's going to be 2nd down and 2 here. Very close to the goal line. We'll see what they do. Oh, it's a run from the quarterback. He makes some space, but he runs straight into a defensive lineman there. Great tackle. Not enough. It seems like that run was for no gain. 3rd and just about 1. So it's practically 3rd and inches here. You're going to, of course, see a run coming here. Oh, and they mark it for a 1st down. They mark it for a 1st down here. It seems like a 1st and goal position for Spoto. So not only are they running the ball effectively, they do not mind running the clock down as well. They do. It seems like they do like to play a slow-paced game. It's going to be a motion here again. And it's another run from the quarterback. Makes some space. Gets tackled. Gets tackled short of the goal line, but very close. One thing about Davenport's defense here, it does seem like it's struggling. They're struggling to get tackles for loss here. I believe that there has not been one tackle for loss yet in this game. But of course they are warming up here. It's going to be 2nd and goal, very short. Once Davenport can stop this run game, they'll be golden. Run back to the left. Oh, but it goes straight to number 0. It goes straight to Zori. And it's going to be a Spoto touchdown. They snap the ball straight to Zori Cotton, and he gets the touchdown there. That's 6 on the board for Spoto. It was an incredibly effective drive there for Spoto. They kept on chugging down the field, and Davenport just had no answer for them. Now they go for the PAT to tie this ball game. There is a flag there. You do see number 0 on Davenport jump. I wonder if it was a false start or offsides. So it is on Davenport. Do they still elect to go for the kick here? Oh no, they call a timeout to decide what they want to do here. Spoto has had an effective run game, so it would not be very surprising to see them go for the 2-point conversion here with the encroachment call. They have not been tackled for a loss yet, so that is why they called the timeout, you could assume. So they do elect to go for the 2-point conversion here, it seems. Very weird set they're running right now. 4 people back there. We'll see. Snaps to quarterback number 5. He tries to go through. It seems like he gets some space to make it. And he does. The 2-point conversion is good. It is 8-7 8-7 Spoto. All right. So with Spoto in the lead now, we'll see if the first drive was just a fluke for Davenport or if their offense is legit. It does seem like the wind is pushing towards Spoto's advantage. Seems like it's pushing towards the right side. We'll see if it helps with this kickoff here. The bunter is pretty tall. The ball is kicked. It is not. The punt had a little bit of a spiral to it. It gets returned. Oh, he finds some space, but he gets tackled short. It's a great It's great tackling by Spoto here. There is a flag on the play, though. That was number 15 with the return. We'll see what the flag is. Seems to be on Davenport. It is holding on Davenport. Or it's holding on Davenport here, so it's going to bring him back even more so. It was not a great return initially. Oh, it was not a holding. It was a clipping penalty on Davenport here. So it's gonna bring him. It's gonna bring him back to almost the 10-yard line here. We'll see if they test the air game out again. Of course, their one throw was very, very successful. So we'll see. They do have Jalen Parmley in the backfield, though. We'll see what they do. And they do hand it off to him. Gets tackled early. A great tackle by Rome Freeman, the linebacker from Spoto. He catches him immediately, and it's only about a 2-yard gain. So it's about to be 2nd and 8. Same set here, 3 receivers on the left side. Ball is snapped, and it's it's a run by the quarterback. It's going to be Josh Middleton. He tries to bounce outside, and there Spoto is all over that again. Third and 7 here. Now it's going to be very difficult. It's going to be very difficult for Davenport, and it seems like they're going to be forced to throw in these conditions, which does not seem like good news here. It was a smart play, but Spoto was all over it. They still do have the running back here. Bryden Eccles motions to the left side. There's 3 wide receivers on the right now. 3rd and 7. Oh, it seems like they're going to test their throwing game here. Oh, he runs to the right, Josh Middleton. He tries to find some space, and he does. He gets the first down, and what an effective run there to get the first down. Very smart play. It seemed like it was a designed run there that was faked as a pass, which is incredibly smart. You do not want to risk the throw here with the wind pushing against you. It is going to be 1st and 10 for the Broncos. At near the 30-yard line, if that. Three on the left now. And it's a run down the middle. And he gets decent yardage before getting stopped. A decent gain, about 4 yards. There is a flag on the play, and that is Jalen Parmley as the running back here. You can tell he stomps the ground hard when he runs. It's going to be on Spoto here. Oh, it is offsetting penalties, so what should be a repeat of downs. But 2nd down and 6. And it's going to be another handoff, but Spoto is all over that again. Great tackling. So maintain 3rd and 6. So it's going to be 3rd and 6 here. Last time on 3rd and medium, they faked the pass and ran with Josh. We'll see what they do here. Still have a back in the backfield. 3 wide receivers on the left. 3rd and 6. They go for the throw. It might be short. Throws it down the middle, and he catches the ball with the flag. You can tell it was pass interference, and he still catches it through contact. Carl Jean Bart showing you who he is again. A difficult catch through pass interference there. Of course, that's going to lead to the 1st down here for Davenport. It was a medium-length throw here. It wasn't too risky. It's going to be, oh, it's offsetting penalties. Oh, that is unfortunate. There is a holding. That does cancel out the great play made there, and it's going to be 3rd and 6. Once again, we'll see what they change up here, but you do expect a passing play. Just a very unfortunate holding call from Davenport. And it seems like that does happen often on big plays. The linemen do have to check their hands. They run the same set. They run it, and the defense is all over that again. The play was made by Aaron Reno. So it's going to be 4th and 8 here. They probably will elect a punt. You did expect them to throw the ball there, though, considering that the last pass was so effective. Spoto's run defense has shown out this game, as there's 1 minute left in the 1st quarter. And the punting unit is out here. It will be hard to catch punts in this condition, though. The punt is decent. They elect not to touch it. That is the smart play there for Spoto. And they resume play at about the 47. So decent field positioning here for Spoto. You do expect them to chip away with the runs again.
Davenport High School Administration welcomes you to tonight's contest. A reminder to all fans to act proper.
Once again, they have Zoria in the backfield. 4 running options. Oh, and they snap it to him. He tries to get some space. He makes some before getting closed out short of the 1st down marker, about 7 yards. It seems like they are doing direct snaps to Zori Khan very often, not shying away from the fact that they are a run-heavy team. Time is running down for the 1st quarter. It seems like that was the last play of it. And indeed it was. End of the 1st quarter here. It is Spoto 8, Davenport 7. Spoto are on offense to start the 2nd quarter.
stand where you will find your ladies' quest. A great assortment of hot dogs, chips, drinks. Bring your cash.
All right. Both teams take the field once again. It is the start of the second quarter. And you see, Spoto, it is so hard to predict who they run with. They have so many running options in that backfield. You just never know. The secondary has yet to be tested.
Play resumes with Spoto.
And it's going to be a run to Zori. He is, I believe he is just short, but you can tell he does not want to fall down. Such a strong runner here. You've already seen too many times where they can just push him back. It is marked short. We'll see what line. So it's going to be third down. 3rd and 2. But the defense was on that run. Decently rowdy crowd here tonight for Davenport as they give it to Zori. Again, he might be stopped short. It's a great tackle there by Brendo. Brendo Colo with an amazing tackle there to bring it to a 4th down. He just saw him completely. He was waiting for the ball to touch his hand so he can snap. We'll see if they go for it. It seems like they will. That tackle seems to turn the crowd up. We'll see what they do here. Maybe another handoff. Maybe the quarterback runs it. And it is the quarterback that runs it. He tries to make space. Does he get the 1st down?
Quarterback keeper.
They try and determine where he's at. Gets near 2 yards. Both the offense and the defense debating. And it is a 1st down for Spoto. Gets just enough. It was great defense on those possessions there for Davenport, but they cannot close out. But if they do continue with this defense, then it will be very effective for Davenport. Come with the same set. It's going to be a handoff to Zori, and it's a great tackle again by Brendo. He is fiending for those tackles. Every time he sees Zori with the ball, he starts licking his chops. As you can hear the players screaming, "Ball don't lie" from here. They believe that was not a 1st down that last run. It's gonna be a throwing play, and they try and throw it deep. We'll see what happens here. It looks like an offensive pass interference, but I don't believe they're gonna call it. It was an incomplete pass, but from here it seemed like an incredibly clear push off from the receiver. But it also seemed like he dropped the ball. Maybe their passing game just is not that effective. Tried to throw Davenport off, but it did not work. It's going to be 3rd and... Oh, there is a flag. There is a flag on the play that seems like it's... Oh, roughing the passer on Davenport. Another unfortunate penalty. This was a very common problem that Davenport had last year, where they just had penalties in the worst moments. It's going to be a motion to the left. And it's going to be another run by Zori. He bounces on the outside, breaks that tackle, gets some space before getting joint tackled. Just short of the first. The Lightning is very prominent here today. It's going to be about second and medium here. So it's going to be second and medium here. We'll see what they do. They don't change sets at all. It's going to be another throwing play. Throws it down the middle. And it's incomplete. The ball was uncatchable, and the defense was there. Third down and medium. They gain, and there is a flag after the play. What happened here? Maybe a personal foul. Maybe a taunting or some sort, because it was after the play.
After the play was over,
Unsportsmanlike conduct by Spoto. You cannot see what happened there, but it wasn't unsportsmanlike conduct. 15 yards back, that is practically worst case scenario for Spoto. It might knock him out of field goal range. You don't know what leg the kicker has.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are in a weather delay. We are under a lightning delay here at the ranch.
There is a weather delay that was just issued here. A lightning delay. Welcome back, Davenport Broncos. The weather delay is now officially over for now. We are 8:28 in the second quarter. I do have to notify everyone that if there is another weather delay at halftime, this will be a halftime game. So it seems like both teams have to play with a little bit more aggression, knowing the stakes, knowing that the weather can end this game at any moment. Both teams are warming up right now, getting ready for, at the very least, the second quarter.
All right, Bronco Country, we are set to resume here at the ranch. It is third down.
The crew still remembered what down and yardage it was. It's third and very long here for Spoto. After an unsportsmanlike conduct call. Oh, they're going to start off with the throw. That's new. Oh, they get the throw off. It's going to be a little too far. They might call it, and they do. Oh, my goodness. A great start for Spoto here. They call the DPI. That is a shame. That was a terrible start for Davenport here. They're just a little grabby, a little touchy there. The weather delay did equate to 1 hour and 1 minute of real time.
That's an automatic first down.
Of course, it's an automatic first down. All right, it's a half the distance to the goal penalty. The marker does say third down, but I'm pretty sure it's an automatic first down here with the pass interference. But
Spoto from the Broncos 17-yard line.
and it's a motion by number 1, and the quarterback runs it, sees if he can find a hole, and he doesn't. Oh!
Quarterback keeper by Richardson.
And it's a keep, and he stays there. Well, the marker here says it's fourth down. I guess I misinterpreted the pass interference there, assuming that it was an automatic first. So it's going to be, I guess, fourth down Spoto. All right, so they're going to run the play here. It's a throwing play by the quarterback. They have not completed one yet until now. It's a touchdown by Spoto. It is Jesse Harden. Took him out of the backfield to run, and they give him the ball, delivers it perfectly. The first completion of the game for Spoto, and it's a touchdown, and they needed that one. 14-7.
From Richardson to Harden makes it Spoto 14.
They completed the pass when they needed it the most. And now in position to put themselves up by 8 following this PAT. The kick is up, and it seems like it is no good. It actually seems like the quarterback was the one that's kicking the ball. That is peculiar to say the least, but nevertheless, the quarterback did not complete the extra point, so it will just be 14-7. But they're still up by a touchdown and a PAT. Broncos are on the ball. But with this little hint of information, the Broncos could assume that they do not have a kicker. And considering that, they could utilize if they can't kick a field goal maybe. And they struggle on PATs. So this is a good hint of information for Davenport. I do want to give a shout out to the individual that is playing the music right now. This is a great music selection. And it's going to be a kickoff for Spoto. It's going to be a sort of a squib kick that is returned by Davenport. Tries to break through some tackles, breaks through a few, and he gets pushed forward to about the 40-yard line. It's a decent return.
25-yard line. The Broncos will take over first down and 10 from their own 38-yard line.
First down and 10 from their own 38. Switching the units on the field. Now it's very interesting to see what the offense is going to do here. They only ran about, well, since Spoto loved running down the clock, they only ran about 2 drives on offense. So there's still an unknown of what their scheme is going to be against Spoto. One back in the backfield though. Sets back is going to be a throwing play. He wants it deep again for Carl. It's a little underthrown, and he still catches it with the pass interference. It doesn't matter how much coverage is on this guy. He's going to catch it. He's reeled every single one that's went his way. Drew the pass interference since the ball was underthrown, but it did not matter. Carl Jean Bart is going to bring it in every time. This guy seems like he has no weaknesses as a wide receiver. They've been pretty effective on the passing game. I wonder to see if they're going to continue that, as it's going to be 1st and 10 at around the 30.
That penalty is declined. And at the Broncos, first down.
Again, same set, 3 wide receivers on the right. He steps back to pass. Good block. Great pancake. And he's wide open. It's going to be a touch. Oh! That is insane. Usually, always sure-handed wide receiver drops in Carl Jean Bart. And they say commentator curse isn't real. It very clearly much is. So he's probably can't hear me right now, but I'm going to have to apologize. But it shows that there is a hole in the secondary in Spoto. but it wasn't dropping the end zone. He was wide open, but it shows that the corner is struggling very much to cover him. As it's gotta be second down. Wow, that is on me. As it's a run down the middle, he tries to find something, but it was just covered all the way. I do believe that they should continue testing out the passing game. They have been incredibly effective. The runs only get small chunks, and it is a third down.
3 yards. They'll bring up a third down and 7 from the Spoto 32-yard line.
I believe our wide receivers catch better contested than wide open. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, though. 3rd and 8. Set 3 receivers on the left side. It is a throwing play. They do test it out. Try and find something. He tries to go through the middle, and it is stuffed. It is stuffed. The defensive line saw it very well, and I presume they're going to go for the punt here. He did look for the throw. It wasn't there. Josh doesn't really seem like a scared quarterback, but, you know, sometimes you just have to air it out. Throw a 50-50 ball up there. Trying to find the gap, but he just couldn't find it. We'll see what they do here. It's a timeout. Oh, they are going to go for the punt here. Try and put him in terrible field position. Let's see. Oh, it was a bad snap, but it did manage to go off. Very close. Oh, yeah, they can recover this oh, he touched it right there at about the 5. It is a great punt there.
The Broncos have Spoto pinned back inside the 5-yard line. When we return, 5:35 to go, second quarter, Spoto 14. Broncos.
Yeah, 5:35 in the second quarter. It was a great punt to pin them back to the 5-yard line, basically pushing them into their own end zone. And there's another timeout. Oh, it seems like it's a false start on Spoto, which pushes them even farther back. Pushes them back to the 2.5-yard line. They are pinned back terribly here. Let's see what they do. All right. One running back there. They're going to run it here. Oh, it gets stopped very short here. A run by Zori Cotton, excuse me. Seems like they're playing the run defense very well, pushing them back. It's a 1-yard gain, so they're still in pretty bad position here. Seems like Spoto is very confused about what they should do next. Throwing up two different sets. Oh, and he's going to run it with the quarterback. And it gets tackled very, very quickly. Just great defensive coverage by Davenport. Third down and about the same length. It is looking bad here. And if they tackle them short here again, the punt is gonna be pretty hard to get off. They're down and long. They need to get at least some yardage here in order to be in a half comfortable position. It is a flag here. It might be another false start.
Three-step penalty coming up against Spoto.
And they do say that it is against Spoto. I mean, what really can they do in this situation?
Check that. Let's go the other Broncos. 5-yard penalty. That brings up a third down
Oh,
and 6.
it actually goes on Davenport here. So they're going to have some breathing room to play with, which gives them a better chance for a first down. They actually have some space to run with. And they're going to actually go for the throwing player. He's trying to find somebody. He finds him short. Let's see if he gets the first. It is close. It is very close. And it is good for the first down. They somehow got out of that position, unfortunately for the Davenport defense. With the throwing play nonetheless. So now Spoto is in a safe position to do whatever they want. As they run it down the middle, try and make the tackle. He gets some space. And he gets a very good gain here, about 8 yards. Excuse me, it's about a 5-yard gain here. As there's under 3 minutes left of the half. Let's see what they do here. Second and about 6. Oh, they go for another throw here. Tries to find someone, fakes the throw. Pump fakes, runs to the right, tries to find a gap. He doesn't, runs straight to the defense. And about a 1 or 2 yard gain there. Was actually looking for the throw, but could not find anyone. The secondary had that one on lock. Third down, and it's about 3rd and 3 from what it looks like. Third and 3, they need to get this here. Just need to chip away at about 3 yards. You might see a quarterback run here. You never know. It's a run with Zori, and he gets some space. It's going to be a first down, and he gets an even bigger gap. He finds everything. The offensive line blocked perfectly, and there's a flag down. But as it stands, it's going to be a touchdown for Zori Card, having himself an amazing game. But they're a 70-yard house call, but we'll see what the flag is. Was looking for 3 and found 70. They've not said the call yet, but from what it looks like, it's going to stand. Just perfect blocking there from the offensive line of Spoto. The game seems like it's pulling away just a little bit for Davenport.
Officially, that's a 70-yard touchdown by Zori Cotton.
So, yeah, of course, the call is going to stand. It's 27 impending the PAT. Unless they do go for 2, the last PAT did not go very well. So they are actually going to go for it. It's actually a throwing play with 2 yards. You'd expect a run, and it seems like they're not going to get it all covered up.
No good with 1:42 to go in the second quarter.
You would have expected a running play there. They have been very effective at chunking the ball away, but they intend on a pass, and it cost them. It's going to be 27 Davenport's ball with 1:42 left in the half. Both team units are back on the field here, awaiting the kickoff from Spoto. So I do want to let it be known that the wide receiver is the one kicking the ball off. Very weird choice from both. The ball gets picked up. We'll see if he can return it. Tries to find some space. Good blocking. Good blocking. Oh, he trips over before he can make another move, but it is a good return there from Jonathan Fields. If he didn't trip up there, he could have maybe cut back, found another gap, but nonetheless it is a good return. Puts Davenport in great position for points that they desperately need with 1:34 left in the half. Okay, normal set. It might be a false start. You can tell that the ball came off the center very slowly, and a false start it is. You can see that one from a mile away. They might switch up to a run play here just to chunk up some yards. Now that they're back 15. But they do maintain the same offense. 3 wide receivers on the left side, actually. First 15. And they go for, oh, he couldn't find someone. The blitz came quickly, and he gets tackled. The defense gave him no time to find a pass. He tries to break out, but the blitz just didn't let him. 2nd and 19. They're in a bad position, but another flag came in. It came from Davenport's sideline, so you would assume it might be an unsportsmanlike conduct. Oh, there's a sideline warning for Davenport. Apparently someone was stepping over the line when they couldn't have. And it's gonna be a penalty on Davenport. It seems like and it brings them back a whole bunch and more to put them at about like 2nd and another football field. 2nd and 33. That's about a basketball court, actually. Of course, empty backfield. They need to throw the ball here. It's a low snap! It's a low snap, and they recover the ball at midfield. It couldn't have gotten worse on that play for Davenport. It was just an incredibly low snap. He couldn't recover it, and it puts Spoto in a position to score again right before the half ends. Just an incredibly unfortunate play. The center snapped the ball too low. And if you saw that entire play out, the only person on the offense that was vigilant of the ball getting lost was the quarterback himself, Josh Middleton. Offensive line was not aware, but of course they're looking on who to block. So Spoto's offense goes back on the field. They have about a minute to put points on the board. At about the 45. Three wide receivers on the right side. They might go for the throw here. We'll see. Oh, and now that's a bad snap, but there's a flag on the field. But the penalty is on Spoto. Honestly, a good thing for Spoto considering how that play was turning out. It's gonna be a false start on Spoto, 5 yards back. 1st and 15, but did not drain any of the clock.
Ball moved back to their own 42-yard line. 1st and 15.
They go for the throwing play again. 3 receivers on the right side. He might look for somebody, but oh, he breaks out of the tackle. Tries to stiff arm another, but he could not do that. Yeah, if you try and stiff arm Brendo, it's just gonna be a bad day for you. As it's 2nd and a bunch for Spoto now. They're probably going to continue passing. They have to find a man, get a big chunk of yardage. As the clock keeps on running down, they might just kill the clock to the half. So Davenport does not have another chance to score. See what they do here. But they still have a running back there. But we'll see. Okay, just motions for the screen. Oh, breaks an ankle. Tries to find more space, and it's an ankle tackle. I hope he's okay. That one looked pretty nasty. Got some space, and it looks like it's going to be the end of the half here. And that it is the end of the half, and the score is 20 to Spoto, 7 to Davenport. And I believe that Spoto started off with the ball in the second half, if we are to have one. Welcome back, Davenport Broncos. It is about a minute until the second half starts. Score remains 20 Spoto, 7 Davenport. You wonder what Davenport is going to do here in the second half. Considering that they start on defense, they are not in the greatest position. But we'll see if the defense has changed any schemes to try and stop that run game. It seems like they've been doing pretty well against the passing game so far. And on offense, of course, I feel like all they have to do is remain consistent with their plays, and they should be fine on offense. I feel like every mistake that Davenport has made so far has been self-merited. So once they clean those up, they should be golden. Second half about to start any minute now once the ball is kicked off. It's going to be Brendo kicking the ball off. And the start of the second half is underway, and immediately a penalty is enforced. The kickoff will be 5 yards back now. Penalty on Davenport, of course. Nonetheless, the kickoff was not too bad.
Some other Orlando area action. St. Cloud 27, Freedom 0, DeLand 28, Madison County 27. South Sumter and Niceville knotted up at 21 in the third quarter.
Well, again, the second half is about to get underway. Only half decent kickoff, and it might go out of bounds, and they will start there. And another penalty.
And the ball will be placed
It seems like it's about
Spoto 40-yard line. First and 10, Spoto. As we
at the 40-yard line. So apparently the flag was on Davenport because kickoff out of bounds. Oh, yes, the kickoff is out of bounds, so it will start at the 40. What? Oh, they're gonna re-kick the ball again. The third kickoff of of the second half. So technically, it's still not underway yet. Just awaiting again the third kickoff of the second half.
Spoto has elected to have the Broncos re-kick. The Broncos will kick off from their own 30-yard line.
The kickoff will be from the 30. And the second half is now finally underway, and that's the best kickoff out of the three. It is returned. We'll see the decent blocking. Tries to find a gap, and he gets taken out and tackled at about the 47. Decent tackle there, and they start at about midfield.
And on their own 47-yard line.
And another flag here. Oh my goodness, about what, 4 flags in a row? We'll see what the flag is on, or who the flag is on, I should say. Referee.
He's going to go against Spoto. That's going to back them up. They'll take over first and 10 just inside the 40-yard line.
So the flag was on Spoto, and it's going to bring it back to just before the 40-yard line. But the second half is finally underway, so we'll see what happens here.
Correction, just inside the 35-yard line. First and 10, Spoto.
Okay, so the ball is
31-yard line.
placed at about the 31-yard line.
In the first half, or in the second half, Spoto 20, Broncos 7.
The sky is clearing up now, so it does allow for more passing plays. We'll see if Spoto utilizes that or continues with their dominant run game. And they will go with the throw for the first play. Tries to find someone, he runs around, and the defense locks that up quickly. Sack by the Broncos there. It was a 4-yard loss there. As you see, the secondary, again, has been very stiff all game. Other than about 1 or 2 plays, it has been very hard for them to get the pass off. So you can tell Spoto is definitely more effective in their running game. 2nd and 14. A motion out to the right. And it's going to be a run by Zori. Tries to find space. Beautiful juke by Zori. Gets some space on the outside. We'll see if he can get past Giovanni Jimenez. And he's not going to be able to, but he does make up A lot of ground there. Almost a 40-yard gain, it seemed.
First down.
But eventually, the good tackle by Giovanni Jimenez. Broken ankle there. Yeah, Zori is having an amazing game here today. And Davenport has to neutralize that. So a ball will be at about the 40-yard line for Spoto. They need to stop a score here before it gets really bad.
From the Bronco 40-yard line.
We'll see. Is it a motion by number 3? And they hand it to him. We'll see. He tries to find more gaps, and he gets hit hard, but not before he gets about a 7-yard gain. It's Christopher Harris with the carry.
Second down and 4 for Spoto on the Bronco 36-yard line. Correct that. Second and 5 from Bronco 35-yard line.
It's going to be about 2nd and 4 for Spoto. We'll see what they do here, but typically on 2nd and mediums, they would go for the run. Honestly, just basic. Just hand it off to Zori and see what happens, but we'll see. We'll see here. A motion on from the back side, but not before another flag is thrown, and it's going to be a false start for Spoto.
Second down and about 9.
So 2nd and 9 now here. We'll see what they do now. They tried to get frisky with the motion, but it just caused a false start. Okay, 2nd and 9. Quarterback gets it. It's going to be a throwing play here. He switches his idea, and it's going to be delivered short. Honestly, a smart play there. Jamichael Hill was there, and he saw the throw. If he delivered it perfectly, then it could have been a pick 6. So, smart job for delivering it low, and it's going to be 3rd and 9. Davenport need to get a stop here. Still have a running back on the right. It's going to be a motion on the outside again. Fakes the handoff and gives it to Zori, and he finds a gap to get the first down, unfortunately, and it's going to be first down Spoto, but there is a flag on the field. But the 6th penalty of the half. Notable frustration here from Davenport on the sideline. And it moves them, it's going to be on Davenport, which moves them 15 yards forward, putting Spoto in an amazing position to score. But we'll see what they can do here. They're in the red zone. The red zone defense has typically been pretty good for the Broncos, whether that be this year or last.
First and 10, Spoto from the Bronco 11.
1st and 10 from the Bronco 11. So we're just about the and goal range. As they run it down the middle, it's going to be a decent gain, but not that much. It seems
Tackle made by number 24.
Brando has been all over with the tackles today. Been a short about 3-yard gain, so it's going to be 2nd and 7 here. Trying to punch it in. So they're going to throw here on short. He slips over, tries to find someone, runs to the right side, and he drops it. Giovanni was there, but the ball slips through the hands of Jesse Harden, and it's going to be 3rd and 7. You didn't expect a throw there, but now that it's 3rd and 7, they might go for another.
It's third down.
Again, Davenport desperately need to stop here. Okay, so this is a very important first down for both teams. And it's another passing play. We'll see what they do. They cut down the middle, trying to find someone on the right, and he drops it. He drops it. The ball was delivered short. It couldn't handle it, so it's going to be 4th and 7. They might go for it, considering their PAT kick.
That brings up fourth down.
And I wouldn't be surprised if they do go for it, but of course they're going to have to go with a throw and with a passing play there. So, of course, they do intend to go for it.
And looks like Spartans going for it on fourth down.
And go for the pass, of course. He tries to find someone on the right side, scrambles right, looks for the left side. It's going to be a catch. It's going to be a catch. It's going to be a touchdown, barring the penalty.
Touchdown, Spoto. Flag on the play, and the penalty's going to go against the Broncos.
And it's going to be on Davenport, and it's going to be touchdown Spoto, pulling away even more. 26, Spoto 7, Davenport. They have not been able to get anything done on offense since the first drive. The game is not over, but it is getting pulled away. And they go for the PAT again. We'll see what they do here. Of course, the quarterback is also the kicker. So we'll see. Ball snapped. And he's just under.
And the extra point attempt is no good. 7:40 to go.
So the score remains 26-7. Spoto has the advantage. Davenport has the field here. They are on offense, but they need to make something happen on this offensive drive. And if they don't, then it's going to seem pretty bleak. 7:40 left in the third quarter.
Another score is Tavares 39, Citrus 0. Bishop Barat all over Jesuit 48 to 27. That's in the fourth quarter. BCBA 14, Golden Gate 6. Tampa Catholic all over TCHS 40 to 14.
So Spoto is about to kick the ball off here.
That is upsetting Tampa Bay Tech 28 to 19.
Ball is kicked off. It might be oh, it's going to be a touchback there.
That ball goes to the back of the end zone. Touchback.
Touchback there, so Davenport will get average field positioning here.
Number 4, Armwood, 33. Gaither, 19.
The offense hits the field.
42. RSHS, 14. Lake Placid, 16. Cocoa Beach, 6.
So the ball is going to be at, it seems, the 20-yard line.
All over Winter Haven, 31-0. That's in the third quarter.
We'll see how Davenport changes the offense here. They have to get something going. 3 receivers on the left side. Basic set, as always. We'll see what they do here. And it's going to be a run down the middle. Get some space before getting taken down. It's going to be a half-decent gain, but second down.
He picks up about 8 yards. That'll bring out a second down and about 2.
Second and 2 there. It was an 8-yard gain. Good run.
Check that. Second and 5.
Second and 5, excuse me. Switches the side of the trips once again. They're always going to be a passing threat with this set. They snap. It's going to be another run down the middle. Try and chunk it up for a first down. Close to the marker. We'll see if he gets it.
Hartley wants to get the ball carrier. He'll carry it.
And it's going to be a first down.
First down.
First down Broncos there. Charging up the field slightly. The run has been very effective. 5 yards on both runs. We'll see here. 3 on the right. And they're going to go for it again, and it gets stuffed this time. Spoto read that one like a book. Gain, basically 0 gain there. We'll see now.
Loss of a half a yard. Second down and about 10 and a half, 11 yards.
And it's going to be, it's going to be a passing play, fake run. He gets some space, and he drops it. It would have been a perfect ball, perfectly delivered. It might have been a touchdown there. He had good space on his corner, but it was incomplete there. Very unfortunate drop. I believe that was Jonathan Fields. But a perfect throw by the quarterback there. We'll see if they can develop something like that again. You just cannot have those types of drops in these types of situations. Okay, so it's gonna be 3rd and long for the Broncos. They have to develop something here, and even if they don't, they might go for 4th down. It is getting to a very bleak situation at this point. Empty backfield, of course, they need to throw the ball here. Put out five wide. Try and blitz a little bit. Tries to find outside again. Carl, safe throw! And it is incomplete. Very, very close there. He had 2 defenders on him. 2 defenders on him was just too much there. The ball was getting bobbled, but it was incomplete. And it seems like they're going to bring out the punting unit once more. And punt they do. A very, very important offensive drive coming to a halt. The ball is punted very well, I would say. They pick the ball up there. Oh, and there's going to be a flag there. As you can see, there was an altercation on Spoto's sideline. Might go on Davenport. We'll see. But it was on Spoto's sideline.
Dead ball, personal foul on the Broncos. That's going to move the ball 15 yards. And it's going to be a Spoto first down at the 40 of the Broncos.
So it's going to be the ball's going to be Spoto's at the Broncos 40 due to that unsportsmanlike conduct flag. And that's going to give them good field position again. It's just the flags that keep on killing the Broncos. They have to maintain calm. We'll see what they do here. Everything on offense has been effective for Spoto as of late. It's going to be a low snap. He can't pick it up. Now he does. Of course, he couldn't find the throw there. But he gets tackled short. He's going to lose yardage there. Of course, great defensive awareness by Davenport. As someone is on the ground. And we're back. The injury was fine. Cleared up very quickly.
It's the final of Okeechobee with them taking out DeSoto County 27-0.
And we're back on Spoto's ball. Christopher Harris, who typically plays wide receiver in the backfield. It's going to be a throwing play here. Tries to find someone, throws it deep. There is some space there, and he catches it, breaks through the middle. And it's going to be another touchdown. It just keeps on getting worse for Davenport. For some reason, he was open on the left side, had some space, and cut in the middle. There was no other secondary member in sight there. It's going to be 32-7. It's looking very bad now for Davenport. They only have a few more chances to get something going before they're to the point of no return. You're going to go for the kick again, despite missing their last two. Go for it again, and this one looks no good. So the 3 PATs missed. It will be 32-7. Davenport's ball. Very demoralizing performance from Davenport here. ball will get kicked off to Davenport here. Of course, I said this last drive, but points here are practically a necessity at this point. Of course, games are won on defense, but they have not been able to close out there either. As the ball is kicked off, not a great one, but it goes out of bounds, which will means that the ball is spotted at the 40. We'll see what they do here.
Ball removed to the Spoto 40-yard line. Or I'm sorry, the Bronco 40-yard line.
As the offense hits the field, I'm going to say it like this. They truly do have to score here if they want to stay in this ball game. It's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This drive needs a score if they want to stay in this game. Whether it be 3 or 7.
Broncos take over on their own 40-yard line. 1st and 10.
Seems like an empty backfield here. Parmley to the right. They're gonna go for the throw, try and find someone, tries to find Carl Short, and he gets ripped there. He had the catch, but it's just a good defensive rip by Jason Spite. But a good play, all things considered. Carl has to maintain that ball more, has to hold it down. 2nd and 10 for the Broncos. It's going to be a fake run, and he tries to throw it again to a loop. There is 2 defenders there. They don't call anything. There is a flag on the play. Never mind. There was a little contact before the throw there. Pass interference on the defense.
That'll be an automatic first down.
Automatic first down there. I believe it's going to be 15 yards up. And that it is. They're on the Spoto 48-yard line now. They have to actually complete passes, though, here. You can't just depend on the flags. It's going to be a motion to the left side. Two motions now. Finds 3 receivers on the left. He tries to find somebody. Good catch! Until it wasn't. It was a drop. It was a drop ball there. Had some contact when he caught the ball, and it caused him to drop. And it caused him to drop it. Jonathan Fields. These are good throws delivered, though. If they can maintain this, as long as they hold the ball, then they should at least be able to complete some passes. Empty backfield. They're in shotgun. It's a low snap again by the center. Tries to find space down the middle, and he just can't. Couldn't look up. The wide receivers were covered, and the snap was low. Just a bad play. So it's going to be 3rd and a mile here. It seems about 3rd and 15, 3rd and 16.
Ball placed on the 45-yard line.
Ball's on the 45.
Third down and 17.
All right, 3rd and 17 officially. Probably in the backfield now. Okay, they go for the pass here. Tries to find someone deep. He has space. It is an interception. He went up there, Christopher Harris.
Intended for number 1.
An incredible athletic play by Christopher Harris there, and Spoto gets the ball back. It was a great interception. Went up there and grabbed it himself. They had to find someone there, and he just threw it up for the 50-50. And it's going to be Spoto's ball
3:25 to go.
at about the 30, and it seems, considering Spoto's strategy of running the clock down, it seems like it's too little, too late for Davenport, unless proven otherwise. It's going to be a motion around. It's a fake. Oh my goodness! A good cutback, two of them. And Zori Cotton has been having himself a game, hasn't he?
Carry by Cotton.
Seems like he's gotten around 180 all-purpose yards this game, if not more. And Davenport has just been struggling completely to stop him. It's gonna be, excuse me, it's gonna be second and about 4. See what they do here. It's gonna be a motion to the right from Christopher, and it's gonna be Zori with the run again. That time he does not find much. Might just be enough for a first down. But it seems like they got him short. Yeah, near. And they count it as a first down there. He got just enough.
Sets it up for a first down. First down, Spoto.
It helps them kill the clock even more. Davenport can just not get a stop here. The running game of Spoto and Zori Cotton specifically has just been too effective. Let's see here. It's going to be a motion by the wide receiver again. It's going to be a quarterback run. Quarterback keeper doesn't get much space there, but he's getting pushed forward to give him a few more bonus yards.
Pile pushes forward.
The Powell pushing him to about
Gotta bring up a
5
second
yards
down,
up.
5.
Seems like Davenport is switching some things on their defense. Trying to figure out how to make a stop here. It's going to be 2nd and 6. Same motion as they did before. It's going to be a run with Zori Cotton. And he gets tackled early. They saw that one coming very clearly. As there's under a minute left of the third quarter. Davenport should at least close out this quarter with a positive. As it's 3rd and it seems to be 7.
Carried by Cotton. Pick up of about 1. That'll bring up a 3rd down.
Of course, Davenport does want a stop here.
And 8.
3rd and 8. As the clock's running down, which should be the final play of the quarter. if they can run it. And it seems like they're taking the time. I do not. The ball might get snapped, and it does. It's gonna be a run again. Tries to bounce on the outside, makes some space. Oh my goodness! It is impossible to tackle this guy apparently, and he got group tackled at about the 30-yard line. He finds little small gaps to penetrate, and he does it with speed. They've been struggling to tackle this guy Zoricon all day, as it's going to be the end of the third quarter. 32 Spoto, 7 Davenport.
Ladies and gentlemen, especially students, please, at the beginning of the fourth quarter marks that time to call your parents, call your ride, call your boyfriend, call your girlfriend, whoever it might be, but call them and have them come pick you up. We have 12 minutes left in tonight's ball game.
Sides of the field switch. Okay, so start of the fourth quarter here. Spoto is going to have the ball close to the red zone as they run the ball with Zoria again. As he tries to find more gaps on the outside, he runs backwards there to maybe lose a few, but still a decent gain nevertheless.
Switch out of bounds brings up a second down and 5.
It's going to be a 5-yard gain to get about halfway to the first down marker.
Ball is placed just inside the Davenport Broncos 25-yard line.
The running game has been just incredibly impressive for Spoto today. Hardly any tackles for loss there. As it's going to be another run for Zori. And he finds a gap, doesn't get tackled until about the one. I don't believe he gets the touchdown, but he gets a first down and much more to get to the goal line. Putting Spoto in the position to score again to very clearly put this game out of reach for Davenport. So it's going to be first and goal at about the 2-yard line, 1 or 2-yard line. And of course, it's going to be another run for Zori. And he's going to break through for the touchdown, which will put them at 38-7. I mean, the guy has just been dominant all game, and he continues. Nothing is stopping him there in the middle of the field, and even when he bounces out. So he's definitely the MVP of the game. So as we head into next week and into our next game, you definitely have some questions about the defensive line, maybe about the middle of the field. The running game has to be stopped. You know, Davenport cannot just let up all these rushing yards as they go for a PAT once again. a low snap. They're gonna have to try and fix it, and it's not gonna. It's not gonna happen. He gets tackled, so it remains 38-7.
Attempt is no good with 11:12 to go in the fourth quarter.
With 11 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter,
Broncos 7.
it seems like Davenport is gonna have to play damage control here. Yeah, so there is very clearly some issues here on both sides of the ball that do need to get fixed.
Once again, we remind everybody tomorrow at Buck City Soap at Posner Park from 11 to 5. Your Davenport Broncos are hosting a big fundraiser for themselves. Come on, meet your Broncos from 11 to 5. Give yourself some soap. All proceeds benefit the Davenport Bronco football program.
Kickoff for Spoto here to start Davenport's first offensive drive of the fourth. Half decent kickoff. They're gonna let it go outside, so they start at the 40.
Against Spoto, Davenport will take over first and 10.
It just seems like the Davenport team now is completely dejected. Like, you can just tell from the sidelines that they're not walking with as much pep in their step. They seem defeated.
Do so at this time. Get that ride home.
So yeah, they have to ask themselves, what do we do to become better? Well, like, what plays should we drop? There's just a lot of questions here that need to be answered. As they walk to their offensive position at about, it seems about the 35. So it's going to be first and 10 for Davenport here. We'll see what they can come up with on this offensive drive that's different from the rest.
First and 10 Broncos on their own 35-yard line. First and 10 Broncos.
And it's going to be a running play here down the middle to get some space, and it's going to be, it seems almost enough, if not enough, for a first down. 9 to 11 yards there.
Broncos move into their no huddle offense. Second down and 1 with 10.
Oh, it's going to be second down and 1. They did not do quite enough to get the first down. They're going to have a motion here. And it's going to be a motion to Carl. Tries to find some space to get the first. And he bounces outside for it before getting tackled. But he has well enough to get the first.
Yard line, and that's a Davenport Broncos first down. First and 10 Broncos on the Spoto 47-yard line.
So it's going to be first and 10 at Spoto's 47. They're doing an empty set here in the backfield. So they're going to go for the passing play here. And a low snap, we'll see what he looks for. Looks deep for Carl. He has some space, and it's going to be another drop. Yeah, you can tell he does not normally drop those. And it seems like whatever's happening to Davenport, you can tell that it's affecting the entire team. The motivation just isn't there. They seem completely dejected again. Their hands don't see as sure. It just seems like a completely defeated football team. Even though they walk slower. It has to be frustrating for not only the fans but of course the players and staff. As it's 2nd and 10. It's gonna be a running play for the quarterback. Oh, he stumbles, but he's still up, and he gets about 5 to 6.
About 6. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 4.
3rd and 4 here. We'll see what they do.
Right around the 40-yard line of Spoto. Just under 10 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter.
So the time has fallen to just under 10 minutes left in this football game. Have a running back there now. Change the scheme a little. And the run is what they do. He cuts down the middle, but it seems like it's not going to be enough for a first.
Handoff goes to Parmley. Take it over the 40-yard line. That'll bring away 4th down at about 2.
So it's going to be a 4th and 2 here. I assume that Davenport is going to go for this. I mean, at this point, why wouldn't they? So 4th and 2 here. They go for the throw. Tries to look for somebody. And he catches it. He breaks through. Tries to find more yards, and he breaks through, and it's going to be a touchdown there. Beautiful touchdown by Jonathan Fields there. Breaks the tackles to put the points up to 13 for Davenport. They finally found their spark, but at this point, it's going to be a little too late. But a good play nevertheless. That's something that you have to take into the next game, of course. As they attempt what seems to be a 2-point conversion. They go for the PAT. And the kick is low. It hits the crossbar, and it is low. 38-13, Spoto's ball. Just about 8 minutes and 40 seconds left in this ball game.
Take the opportunity to thank tonight's sponsor, Cup City Soap, the best soap in Davenport. Huey Magoo's Chicken Tenders, the official chicken tender of the Davenport Broncos.
It's going to be a kickoff for Davenport here. It's going to be a squib kickoff to try and see if they can recover it, but they couldn't. I mean, at this point, if you need to get back on offense, that's what you need to do. So, yeah, it's going to be 1st and 10 with Spoto just at the 50-yard line.
47-yard
So it will be the
line.
47-yard line, excuse me, for Spoto to start off with. It does seem like Spoto is just going to maintain the running game for the rest of the game. But we'll see what they do here. And that is what they do. They hand the ball off to Zori. He's still dangerous regardless. Bounces out to the right and gets about no gain at all. So good closeout defense by Davenport there. It's going to be second and more.
Injury timeout.
Clock continues to run, 8:20 left. It's going to be another run here. And he breaks open again, but he gets tackled before he can go any further. That's Jaden Cartwright. Making some substitutions, excuse me. It's going to be third and about medium.
Ball carrier takes it just inside the 50-yard line. It's third down. And 7.
Third and 7 to be specific. You can only imagine what they're doing here. But the whistle,
Delay of game on Spoto.
it's going to be a delay of game on Spoto, which pushes them back 5 yards to make it third and 12.
Still third down. And 12.
Let's see what they do here. It's going to be another run as they try and find a gap, but they are just not going to get there. They do pick up some yards, though. It's going to be about fourth and medium to long. About fourth and 7, fourth and 8. We'll see if they go for it. And again, that is Jaden Cartwright with the carry, who is now playing running back. Well, it does seem like Spoto is going to go for this one. They're having a little confusion about the team to bring to the field. So they call a timeout to spite that confusion right there.
It'll be fourth down.
With 6 minutes and 5 seconds left to go on the game, the score is 13-38. Spoto does have the advantage. And they are going to elect to punt this ball with Giovanni Jimenez as the returner. And the punt does go off. We'll see if it's able to get returned, and it isn't. So the ball will get spotted at around the 30-yard line.
The
for
ball is
Davenport.
now just outside the 30-yard line. 5:35 to go here in the fourth quarter. Spoto 38, Davenport 13. We're about halfway through the fourth quarter, which means students, your ride should be pretty much all the way here. Again, after tonight's game, we'll ask you to exit in an orderly fashion out the gates on our side of the field and head to the parking lots. Again, the conclusion of tonight's game, head to the parking lot. If you haven't already called your ride, get on it now.
Both teams running back to the field now. 5:35 left in the game.
Broncos from their own 19-yard line.
So they're going to be spotted at their own 19. Seems that they got pushed back a little further. Three wide receivers on the right side, though. We'll see what they do. And they actually do go for the passing play. He tries to cut to the right, but there is just nothing. Absolutely nothing there. Everything was covered. It's going to go down to a second down, of course, and long.
That brings up a second down for the Broncos. 5:23 to go here in the fourth quarter. And we got a holding call on Spoto.
It's going to be a holding call on Spoto that pushes them up and is an automatic first down for the Broncos.
Ball placed just inside the 30-yard line. First and 10 Broncos.
Having a lot of movement there with the wide receivers to put the three wide receivers on the right side. It's gonna be another passing play. Tries to find somebody. There's no one there. They all run. They all run deep, and he's not gonna be able to find anything until he gets out of one tackle, but does not get out of another. Just absolutely no options for Middleton here. And it seems like it's been that way all game. And when there is options, they just can't convert. Just all around disappointing performance, to say the least. So it's going to be second and about 20, I would say. So it seems like they're going to go for another passing play. Trips to the left side.
4:04 to go here in the fourth quarter.
She tries to looks for the deep ball. Kind of delivers it well. And Carl Jean Bart reels it in for the first down.
And that's good enough for a Broncos first down.
Good catch there from Carl Jean Bart. Just delivered a tiny bit low so he couldn't catch it in stride. So he falls down there at around the 50. Under 4 minutes left to play now. First and 10. So it's going to be a passing play here. Looks for another deep ball to Brighton Eccles. He's going to catch it. And it's a great catch there from Brighton Eccles. Makes enough space to reel the ball in and Tyler Lockett falls down to avoid contact.
The tackles. 23 yards on the catch for Brian
Well, it's
Tackles.
about this time where Middleton should try out throwing to different receivers to see who's game ready. As another passing play you see. Throws it deep now. Might make enough space. The defense is there, and he reels it in. And it seems like it's going to be a touchdown. Carl Jean Bart just overpowered his corner and said, give me that, and he reeled it in. He tried to make the tackle, but it was too little too late, and he passes the goal line. It's going to be a touchdown to bring the score to 20. Or 19, excuse me.
19.
So they're going to settle for the PAT here. Oh, and they go for two, and they just drop it, and it's a fumble. It's a fumble, but they get touched down, so it's gonna be no good. It's gonna stay 38-19. Spoto doubling up on the score. You would assume that Davenport would go for an onside kick here.
With 3:08 to go here in the fourth quarter, it's Spoto 38, Broncos 19. The Broncos will return to action. The Broncos will return to action here at the ranch on Friday, September 13th at 7:30 when the South Lake Eagles invade the ranch for a 7:30 kickoff. Again, that's on September 13th here at the ranch.
The next time that Davenport will return here to the ranch is the 13th of September.
By a home or a road matchup with Eastridge. So again, catch the Broncos live at Centennial on August 30th and Eastridge on September 6th. Or of course, you can catch all the action on the Bronco Broadcasting Network, brought to you by Davenport High School Bronco Broadcast.
Okay, so for games coming up here next Friday, the Davenport Broncos will head to Centennial on an away game, followed by another away game on Friday against East Ridge. The next time that Davenport will be at home will be against South Lake in September. And followed by that, there will be a bye. So that's what to look forward to when in the coming weeks. So it's going to be Spoto's ball at about the 47. Seeming like they're just going to run out the clock here with 3 minutes left and the game already in hand. It's going to be a run on the outside by Jaden Cartwright. And he gets more yards than what he bargained for. To seemingly get got close to the first down.
Go to the right sideline and out of bounds. 2:48 to go here in the fourth quarter. Spoto 38, Davenport 30. Spoto 38, Davenport 19.
Seems to be 2nd and 1 here. going to be another run here. Someone gets their helmet knocked off, but nevertheless, it seems like it's going to be just short for the first down. As the clock runs down to below 2 minutes. Taking their sweet time here to draw up a play.
One last reminder for tonight. Tomorrow from 11 to 5, the Broncos will be hosting a fundraiser at Web City Soaps from 11 to 5. Come out, meet
Gonna
your
be another run down the middle. He makes some space, but makes the tackle there to get the first down and effectively
Davenport
put
Broncos
themselves in
football.
victory formation.
First down, Spoto.
As the clock runs down to a minute remaining. Seems like there will only be one more play. Seems like this is going to be the last play of the game for Spoto. Runs the ball down the middle, see if they can get something going, and they do not. It seems like they're just going to be just short of the first down. They're going to the sidelines, and that is going to do it. Your final score here is Spoto 38, Broncos 19. And once again and always, we want to thank you for tuning in tonight. I'm Eric Tirado for Broncos Broadcasting Network. Have a great night, Broncos.
Coaches.